Come on in, come on in. Welcome, my sparklers. Come on in. I need to make a quick adjustment and I'll be right with you. Come on in, my sparklers. Happy, thankful, thoughtful, and thrilling Thursday. Yep, I knew I was. I, I'll be right back because guess what? I have a special guest in the house today and they're watching, but my television is echoing. Like I said, I keep it real, so I'm giving you guys real live time play right now. My mother is here with me tonight and she's watching, but I'm echoing because there's like a 5 second delay. So let me get her TV right and I'm coming back, sparklers. Give me one more second. I hope everybody had a great day. I'm going to get into it on this thankful, thoughtful, and thrilling Thursday. It's going to be a short show tonight, but I could not let my sparklers down and not show up for you today. All right, and the chat is open, so feel free to join the chat if you want to add anything. Feel free. Tonight's episode 7. I'm going to start once again. This is the vision board check-in. Vision board check-in. 1, 2, 3. Vision board check-in. 1, 2, 3. How many of you all have looked at your vision board today? How many of you checked off a goal that you've met? How many of you looking at one of them that you say, I haven't even started this goal at all? All right, just holding you accountable. Get into it. Now make sure that you review your vision board. And if you haven't started something, make an action plan. When are you going to start it? Okay, make it time bound. I told you a vision board, you can make a SMART goal, right? Set yourselves accountable for something that you haven't started. Make it a mission to make sure you jumpstart and get it done sooner than later. Okay. All right now. Next, journaling. So today's journal entry is a Thursday journal entry. However you choose to start your journal each day is cool. But make sure that you don't forget to check your journal entry from the day before as you begin the new journal for the new day. I do it all the time because sometimes I like to go back to something that I've said and I like to go back and just restate it again the following day. I might state it differently or similarly, but I like to reference things from the previous day. So I want to make sure everybody has their journaling together. All right. Moving right along. It is Women's History Month. This is the month of March. And I wanted to pay homage to none other than Maya Angelou. So Maya Angelou was born April 4th, 1928. And I want people to answer this in the chat. Do you know who she is? As soon as I say the name, Maya Angelou, do you know the name? If so, where do you know the name from? A little trivia for you, since it is Women's History Month. Let's see what you know about this famous woman in history. I'm going to pause for a second, and then I'm going to continue. I don't want to give it away and you just type in what I say. I just want to see what you know about her. I know a known fact, a more trivia for you too, because Maya Angelou was not her given name. Did you know that? Sparklers, did you know that? Maya Angelou is not her given name. That's not her birth name. She was born Marguerite Annie Johnson. So now you can take something that you've learned and share it with a friend. Her real name is Marguerite Annie Johnson. She was born April 4th, 1928. And she passed away May 28th, 2014. But she is like the American poet. She's a civil rights activist. She published 7 books, 7 autobiographies, 3 books of essays, several books of poetry, and is accredited with a list of plays, movies, and television shows spanning over 50 years, my sparklers, spanning over 50 years. Wow, this is amazing. She received dozens of awards and more than 50 honorary degrees. Wow, someone super special. Angelou's series of 7 autobiographies focused on her childhood and early adult experiences. The first, I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings, tells us of her life up to the age of 17 and brought her international recognition and acclaim. She became a poet and writer after a string of odd jobs during her young adulthood. So these included, she worked as a fry cook, nightclub performer, Porgy and Bess. She worked with the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. She was a coordinator for them, actually. She was a correspondent in Egypt and Ghana. Wow. During the decolonization of Africa. Now, I didn't even know that, my sparklers. Boy, that was pretty fantastic. She also joined in with Tyler Perry in one of his earlier movies. So some of you may know her from that because she was a part of Tyler Perry's movies. So just wanted to give a little shout out and a little homage to none other than Maya Angelou. Yes, I Don't Know Why the Cage Bird Sings. I remember that movie. I think Cicely Tyson played in that movie in her earlier years. Let me see if I missed any other spectacular things, because this woman is phenomenal. The listing about her and the little stories about her, they go on and on and on. Gosh, she definitely left her blueprint in America and beyond. She just some odd trivia. She did speak at a rally for Barack Obama even back in 2008. Yes, she did. And trying to think of anything else. Well, I think that kind of gave a little synopsis of her. about Maya, an extraordinary woman. She's got lots of poems. Phenomenal woman is she. I mean, the list goes on and on. So I just want to shout out Maya, a great figure in American history. Yay! All right. Now, open forum right now because I decided to put in this segment as we're getting to spring break. You know, the weather is getting warmer. I know that everybody trying to get their body yada yaddies right and together. You also want to make sure your skin is looking refreshing as well. Glow Melanin. They got what you need. Start now using the turmeric soap. Start now with the foam facial wash. You could use the turmeric soap all over. You want to make sure that, you know, the dark pigmentation you take care of before you hit the sandy beaches, everybody. They also got the scrub. They got what you need. They got the turmeric scrub. Take care of the dark spots. Have your face looking radiant and smooth, as well as your hands. I use it on my hands. I've used it on my elbows. What a difference. It just lifted the darkness right off my elbows. I'm telling you, it is the truth. You want to make sure your lips are right. Get your turmeric and lemon lip balm. You can't go wrong with it. Keeps your lips moist. It keeps your lips conditioned. And yeah, you can thank me later once you try it. So don't forget, go to my Instagram, Green Eye Sparkle. Click on one of my reels because the shopping bag is right there. It's so simplistic. Just click on the shopping bag, and I got the code all set up right there for you too. But I'm not going to tell you. I need you to go on over to my Instagram so that you can just click on my reel where the shopping bag is and help yourself. And you're welcome. Because I know that you can't go wrong with Glow Melanin because they got what you need. Now, moving right along in my open forum right here, I want to chit chat about if I need it in the chat as well. Where do you go for spring break? What is like the top destination in your opinion? What do you think is the top destination as we start into spring break? I want to see it in the chat because I want to go back in the chat and I want to read the comments. Where do you go for spring break? Is it still Florida? Is it another destination? Is it Cancun, Mexico? Is it the Dominican Republic? Where do you all go for spring break? I need some shout outs in the chat because I'm just curious about where do you go? What's the trendy spot? Yes. And speaking of trendy, I've heard some buzzing news that Nene Leakes now has her own podcast show that she'll be popping in on YouTube. That's pretty awesome. I know she was teamed up with Sierra from VH1's Love and Hip Hop franchise, but she's branching out also to do her own show. She's still going to be with Sierra, I believe, but she's also going to venture out and do her own show as well. So shout out to Nene Leakes. I know Real Housewives of Atlanta started on Sunday. It was the opener. Did you guys like it? What do you all think about it? I have no comments. I just want to hear from you guys. I just want to see what you all thought. I did take a glance at it. I watched a little bit of it on Sunday, but not that much of it. So I went back and watched the replay on Monday. So you all have to share with me what you all think about that. And for the Learning Corner, I want to talk about this evening is as we are moving into spring and we have these different weather patterns, tornadoes is something that different areas face. My Samsung just, like I told you, this is real time, live time. I appreciate, they say they're going to stop charging my laptop because it's going to protect my battery. Well, thank you, Samsung. I greatly appreciate that. But back to what I was saying. So, tornadoes can just spiral up out of a moment's notice when there is inclement weather with high winds. I learned this firsthand. I was in Central Florida. The weather was bad. There was inclement weather coming in, and tornado warnings were spinning off left and right because I guess the weather and the temperature was right for it. So a learning corner is know what to do in the event of a tornado. one of the things that I would say in my former career to the young boys and girls, duck and cover. Get under something, duck and cover. Have as many walls protecting you as possible. You don't want to be out in the open air in the event of a tornado, okay? So, like I would tell the young boys and girls, look here, grown folks, don't think you stronger than a tornado. Don't go sit up under a tree and there's a tornado coming. Duck and cover. You want as many walls around you protecting you at all times. Never actually went through one, but my understanding sounds like a freight train. And we don't want a freight train coming through us if we standing outside under a tree. Okay. So we're gonna use that wickedness, and we're gonna follow the safety measures when it's inclement weather, such as a tornado. Duck and cover. All right, that's my learning corner. And if you want to do more research about it, go to the weather station, go to the weather channels and website pages. They're going to tell you everything you need to know. But I just wanted to talk about it because I was in Central Florida and it was early in the morning and warnings were flying left and right about tornadoes. So I just want to share what I learned. Okay, be prepared and just make sure there are a lot of walls to protect you. All right, my sparklers. Like I said, I'm going to end my show early today. My mother is here. We're going to enjoy a nice dinner. Until next week, my sparklers, don't forget, be great. And don't forget that you are somebody. Okay, you are a winner. And don't forget to tell yourself that you're an amazing person. Okay, you are. I'll talk to you all later. And don't forget to chit chat in the chat. Bye.